That was a good one. Did you hear that one?
That's the beginning clip, baby.
Oh,
Thank you,
man,
Joe.
that was a good one. That was like a poop steam. Shout out to my son, Dylan. He calls his little farts poop steams. But it sounded like a steam, but had a little bit of like a pop on it.
Yeah.
It was nice.
On my chair.
Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Get dumb and have some fun.
Welcome to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where I, comedian Joe Kilgallen, and comedian Jonah Jerkins, like to ask dumb questions, tell dumb stories, make dumb lists, just have a dumb old time with you. Jonah, how are you?
Great.
You great?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're a little giddy here at the studio. Producer Austin on the ones and twos. How are you?
Good.
Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up, dude.
Come
Shut
on.
up, dude.
Just happy about Gene Hackman passing.
Okay.
We've been making jokes about Gene
Sorry,
Hackman
we-
I
passing.
have
Not
not.
about him at passing, but just about the situation.
He's 95. We're allowed to.
Yeah. All right. We got a fun one in store for you. I want to tease you guys about that. We are doing, in honor of Lent. I was raised Catholic. Were you? Or just Christian? Were you not raised
Neither.
anything? Neither? All right.
My mom wanted me to choose.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, so I was never baptized.
So you never chose anything then? Probably a good choice.
Yeah.
Now look, we're going to do the 10 Commandments and we're going to re-rank them in the order in which we think they should be. I'm doing most important to least important. You're kind of doing your favorites to least favorite or something like that.
Least favorite to favorite.
Least favorite to favorite. So, all right. So, okay.
Whatever that means.
I don't know what that means either. Just a little heads up, though, for our super religious listeners. We're not poking fun of your religion.
Right.
We're just being silly.
Right.
Okay? This isn't anything to get too upset about. Throwing that disclaimer out there.
I think also another disclaimer, if you're mad, this is producer Austin's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was my idea.
This
This
was
is
his
so
idea.
old, and now it's a moral principle. No one actually wakes up every morning. It's a moral thing. It's like, hey, be good to your neighbor.
a
It's
conundrum.
basically what this is, but we're just gonna reorder it.
Yeah. We're just going to talk about it, have a little fun. I want to start off with some gratitude if I could, which isn't any of the 10 Commandments, but I think it's part of the Beatitudes. I want to thank everyone who came out to see me in Chandler, Arizona, headlining Mic Drop Comedy Club there. The staff's amazing. Everyone there is great. Especially to CJ, not CJ, what do I say? I combine a couple names there. Chad and his wife, and also TJ and Janie. They came to the show. They missed you. Unfortunately, you couldn't make it.
couldn't
but
make it.
Everything's better now, which is great. But yeah, I just want to thank them for coming out. It was a lot of fun. And I also would like to give a shout out
Yeah.
because this episode comes out on a day in which one of our previous guests has a birthday.
Okay.
So happy birthday to Kaylee Horton, the previous guest, one of the coolest people either of us knows. So I hope she has a great birthday. So happy birthday to Kaylee. And any other shout outs or plugs up top?
I'd like to thank Jonah for being in my movie. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about your movie in a second. Also, I realized this is the episode before St. Patrick's Day. I just realized.
I know.
Yeah.
It's all
Do
right, though.
anything?
The commandments for that. Am I
No,
doing
that's the
anything?
same
Yeah.
thing.
No, I'm not. I am actually, I could tell everyone, I'm
Yeah.
a week sober.
Nice.
I'm 7 days sober.
Taking time away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm, a few people ask me, is this a break or is this something that's going to stick? I'm not committing one way or another because what if I really enjoy it? What if I'm just better off for it? So then I'll make it a permanent thing.
Also, I feel like if you make it a permanent thing now, you're putting too much pressure on yourself.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely taking a good hiatus, a long one, just to get, every now and then as human beings, we get a couple screws that get a little loose. And sometimes you got to tighten those bad boys up or bad girls or bad thems. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. And, St. Patrick's Day will be the big test for me. I'm trying to work as much as possible that weekend.
I got something to
doing
work
some
on.
odd jobs.
What?
What the hell did that
What did you
mean?
say?
What did you just say?
I didn't say anything.
What did you
I
just say
didn't
to
say
me?
I'm taking a little break too, Joe.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, man. When was the last time you drank?
3 days ago.
3 days. That's great.
Last Thursday. We record
I'm
on
going
Mondays.
on 8. You're
last
going on
Thursday.
3 or 4. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm just trying to cut back a little bit,
Trying to tighten up the bod a little bit too.
Tighten the bottom, work on my, just work on my health, just kind of move forward.
I know I'm trying to get more sleep.
Yeah. For me, it's like, it's not like about getting fucked up or like I need to drink. I feel like I'm finally, you know what? I always thought I was like, I'll never get to that age where I want to like not go out anymore. I'm like, I just don't think I want to go out anymore. It's not fun for me as much as it used to be.
You know what I was
I feel like
proud-
I'm aging out of it. I hate that.
Aging out of going out?
I think so. I don't know.
I think you just need a break.
yeah.
I'm not trying to steer you one way or another. Follow your heart.
Yeah.
That's for you too, the listeners. Follow your heart. But like I still like going out. That's why it was a good test for me in Arizona. Because I was able to hang out with people after the show and still have a good time and not feel the pressure of drinking.
do you not get into like, I want to make sure that people around me are having a good time, so let's liquor them up along with myself?
Well, I was not wanting to liquor up, so I didn't think to do that. But naturally, the people I was with were drinking, and it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I was still having fun talking to them. It didn't make me at any point think I got to get out of here. My hand's shaking.
Yeah.
So that was a good sign. I went to a Cubs spring training game.
Oof.
And
No
I remember
beers?
nothing.
And A's?
No, I had one non-alcoholic beer at after the Friday show.
Yeah.
Just
What's
to
your thoughts
try it.
on that?
The one I had, I didn't like very much.
I just like, I don't love, like, this sounds horrible, but like, I drink because I want to get buzzed. I don't drink because I like love the taste of beer. Do you know what I mean?
No, I
Like,
totally
I drink to
understand that.
unwind. You know what I mean? Or to like turn up.
To turn up. To turn
So
the
it's
lights up.
like, so it's like, just like, I feel like if you love the taste of beer, you're a fucking alcoholic, dude. Like, well, that makes sense why they make NA beer sense. Okay, never mind.
I can,
You know what? Never mind. That actually makes
The
100%
marketing.
sense now. Yeah.
I think it's almost like the vegan food replicating real meat
Okay.
in a way. And then I also came to this conclusion, which I liked. I never had this thought until just a couple days ago. Because I had the same thing. It's like non-alcoholic beer, just have a freaking Diet Coke or just have like, a
Right.
beverage that would taste better than a non, if you
Yeah.
know.
So many calories.
I mean, I like the taste of a lot of beers, but also I kind of was just like, it makes no sense. Now I get it though. Because say I do go out, say I say, you know what, I still like Irish music. I still like the festivities behind St. Patrick's Day. I want to go out, but I don't want to drink.
Right.
I could get non-alcoholic Guinness. They have
Oh, yeah.
non-alcoholic Guinness and it looks just like a Guinness. So I think a lot of non-alcoholic beer drinkers are actual alcoholics who are like, if I hold this, nobody pressures me into drinking.
Yes.
Because that's the hard part too, is everyone getting up being like, you want a beer? You want a beer?
Right.
No, I'm good. And then you just feel weird
Why
telling
not?
them over and
Are
over
you not
again.
drinking anymore?
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
tell them, yeah, I'm not drinking anymore. Like, what, forever or just for, and then you have to explain. It's like, what
Yeah.
happened? What'd you do? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I just want a break. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I want to live longer. I want to
Yeah.
be healthy. Like, you can't.
I've learned to just be like, okay.
You're,
I usually
you're
go-
a better person than most.
I usually go, you sure? And then they go, yeah. I go, no problem. And then I'm like, do you want a water or a seltzer or something? And then, and I walk away. Cause like, I also hate that too, when it's like, when people are like, this is your 13th day drinking? I'm like, yeah, it's my fucking choice, dude. That's what I want to do.
My
And then
body,
they're
my
like, "You Sure,
choice."
you want another one? I'm like, yeah, of course I want another one. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like it's my 13th day. Gotta make it 14. You gotta go out on an even day. You can't go out on an odd day. Everybody knows that's bad luck.
Very bad luck. Someone told me a bender requires, the definition of a bender means no sleep. That's when people are like, a
That's
3-day
psychotic.
bender. That's
Are you
psychotic.
serious?
Yeah.
What's the longest bender you
Google
ever...
bender if you could, like an alcoholic bender. See if you could get a definition there, producer Austin. Thank you. What's the most days in a row I've been drunk?
So how about
can't
this?
remember.
Our
It's been a
version
long
of a
time.
bender. When I think of a bender, I think of like, I went out this many days. Not I've been drinking nonstop for this many days.
Oh, see, I would think my version of a bender would be you got drunk X amount of days in a row, not just going out X amount of days in a row.
What's what I meant. But
You
like,
mean okay.
but
did you get drunk
I
or
think
just
some
have
people are like,
drinks?
oh, I've been on a 3-day bender. It means I have been drinking like nonstop since I woke up. So that's basically like, yeah, I might go to sleep, but the second I wake up, I start drinking, and then I drink for. It was just like insane. I can't believe.
Yeah, full 3-day benders is a little nuts.
Yeah.
But like if I would still call it a bender if you were like, yeah, dude, it's my 4th night in a row of, getting at least a solid buzz in.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I consider bender. a
What
bender.
did you say your definition of bender was? Sorry.
I said I heard the definition is like no sleeping, but that's crazy. My definition was just getting drunk every night, X amount of nights in a row.
I think it's 3 or more cocktails for, right?
A bender needs to be 3 days though. 2 days isn't a bender. That's
It
a
says
weekend.
A bender in alcohol terminology refers to a period of excessive and prolonged alcohol consumption. It typically involves A, consuming large amounts of alcohol over several days or weeks, experiencing intoxication and blackouts, and neglecting other activities such as work or sleep.
I was just an alcoholic.
Yeah, pretty
You're
much.
just early alcoholic.
Yeah, that's
you're just
what I mean.
you're just like a
It just says several days.
a short-term alcoholic.
What was that? TJ Miller did this short, I think, like fucking a long time ago. It was like
Yeah.
remember
I
what
know
it was
exactly
called?
what
Like Functioning Alcoholics?
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
So from the consensus here is like, it says a bender could start on Friday night and on a Monday, but really what considers it a bender is if you drink past that, which means you intentionally miss work or school. So if you're missing shit because you're still drinking multiple days in a row, that's when it's considered a bender, according to this.
Then I've
If
never
it's
had
like
a
actually
bender.
affecting your life. So I'm assuming if you're on vacation, drinking every day on vacation doesn't count.
No.
It's not a bender. But if you're drinking every day and you're fucking not going to meetings and shit, then it's like, dude, you're on a bender.
I don't like how it said
I don't like that.
intentionally missing school or work, because it feels like if you're that drunk, you're just, whoopsie daisy, you know?
Yeah.
It's not intentional.
Well, you should be intentionally missing work if you're still drunk.
I think
If you've ever gotten too drunk at work, I have.
I used to have a warehouse job, and there had been a time or two where I showed up drunk from the night before still.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was
Those are
driving
always
forklift.
fun. Yeah. There used to be this bucket of margaritas you can get, and it was called On the Border Mix. And you put a 750 milliliter bottle of tequila in there, and then you freeze it, and it freezes overnight and turns into slush. It's probably really cancerous causing, but fuck, it's good. And I loved it. And I would like come home from college, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna have some chips and salsa. And I have some chips and salsa. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have myself a little bit of this bucket here. But I would just put the bucket in my waist, and I would just like scoop it with a spoon, you know. And then I would be like, oh, I gotta get to work. And then I'd start driving. I'm like, oh, I'm a little tatered for work. And then I would be fucking drunk as shit at work, not knowing that I was like, because I'm not paying attention. Because that's the problem is like, don't drink or consume alcohol out of a bucket, because you don't realize how much you're fucking drinking.
Yeah, fish bowls too. Remember that? It was like a craze for a
yeah,
while.
Yeah. There was a bar by a friend of ours' house that during COVID they were like so good at like, you had to do like the forehead thing, and then you had to like show your ID and do all that shit to get in. And then as soon as you get in, they're just like, everyone was just sharing a fishbowl. And on the fishbowl it said "For the Squad."
What
and you're
bar?
like, get the fuck out of this.
Do you know
it was
what to name it?
Sheffield's.
Oh, Sheffield's. Nice.
No, it wasn't Sheffield's. It was sorry for the local reference. Liz Zagoni used to run an open mic there. It's right across the street from the bar we were just talking about off camera that you almost got in that fight with a guy with.
Not
Oakwood
Oakwood on Montrose?
Not Oakwood.
You're thinking Sheffield. I was telling them about the story about the Red Cherry Red, which is not even
Yeah,
the name
which
of
is
it anymore.
across the street. People are gonna be like, I don't give a
From
shit.
Replay?
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners. Whatever. We'll figure it out later.
It's not Sheffield's, but it's on Sheffield.
For the podcast. Okay. It'll come to me later.
I would love to see Joe do like a Chicago bar quiz.
Yeah,
That'd be fun. I used to host
if
a
I
trivia
showed
night.
you an image of a bar and like edited out like the name on the sign, would you know it?
I'd probably be pretty damn good at that.
Yeah, like
Most
geoguessing.
North Side bars, at least.
Oh.
I used to joke with someone because I never know how to time my pisses. Meaning I probably peed in 80% of the alleys on the north side of Chicago. The number of times in my life I've had to pull over and pee is crazy.
Really?
Great example. I had to park by the studio to fly out of Midway.
Yeah.
I peed in your alley when I got back.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Well, you give a shit. You don't own the alley.
Yeah, well, I do.
You know?
Always assume.
I own
My
this
alley,
goddamn
goddammit.
town,
My
motherfucker.
alley.
This is a good. I'm gonna do a good segue. So Jonah actually showed up to film my movie drunk. He showed up. Weren't you already? You whispered to me
Off
at
of Margarita Madness. Remember that?
It was my girlfriend's birthday. Yeah, Margarita Madness. Wait, what do I know?
Welcome to the jungle.
Oh yeah,
Remember
welcome.
that?
It was
girlfriend's
Laura's.
birthday.
It was my girlfriend's birthday night.
For
before.
28th.
So I got fucking annihilated, and I woke up and like, oh god, oh no, and I like showed up around time and was like, hey guys, let's go. It's that thing where you're like trying to like you're pretending to be a businessman when you're not. You're like, oh, it's top of the morning to you. Like when people are like you're annihilated. I'm like, I'm not. And I go to Austin. I'm like, I am. I'm so fucking drunk. It's insane.
How was his performance? Or tell us a little bit about the project.
Every year we do a improvised movie where we film it in 3 hours to submit to YouTube for like a little film festival. It's not really a festival anymore now. It's like, hey, we all did this.
Cool.
So we were rounding out our trilogy by renting a courtroom and like reviewing the other two movies trial style. And Jonah played Mr. Music Box, who was suing us for the last movie because we rented out the music box. And Jonah did really good. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't get his performance. Like a lot of people my age, like my friends, are like, what? Was he supposed to just be doing outbursts and stuff? I'm like, yeah, he's fucking confused. I didn't tell Jonah anything about the other
He didn't tell me
movies.
anything. I had no
didn't tell him-
idea.
And he kept asking questions like, no, I want you to be completely lost on why you're here.
So they hated my performance?
No,
My choices.
When we watched it and I told them and explained things, they were like, oh, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
They really liked it.
So it was like, in
Very
a way,
nuanced.
it was kind of like I knew I was being taped, but yet it was still like jury duty because I had to sit there and I didn't know anything. So like, there's so many shots, probably wide shot of me in the background being like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like I'm trying to figure things out
Yeah,
while
like
they're happening.
just you like actually like engaging.
But I'm the
with material.
plaintiff. I'm the one suing him, and I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah, because his lawyer did. His lawyer and the other guy knew exactly.
My
what
lawyer
was going
sucked.
on.
That guy sucked. He's
he?
a great actor, but he was horrible as a lawyer.
Yeah, Chris Dritzis.
Yeah.
He's great. But Jonah did great. He's so funny. He is gay in it. He made that character choice. He's a gay man, and he was great. And he
Yeah.
was drunk. And apparently Grace Baylor, who showed up,
By the way, it's not a choice.
She was a little drunk.
Okay, being gay is not a choice. You
Yeah.
guys have to understand that.
Sorry,
right?
yeah. But Grace Baylor, great comic in Chicago. Also, she also showed up
Yeah,
drunk.
Grace is cool. We should get
Oh,
Grace
yeah.
on the podcast.
I didn't choose. It's not a choice. It's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
a blessing when Jonah keeps yelling at that he sucked my dick multiple times, and I didn't know how to react to it. And I had to keep being like, no.
Is YouTube going to flag this because of Jonah's performance?
No, it's already got like 200 views in 24
Yeah.
hours.
That's good, man.
That's not
Nice.
bad.
All right.
We'll have to tell the listeners what's the title of it. I could say we'll share the
No
link, but
fucking
I know we'll
idea.
forget to.
It's the title's really long because
We'll share it on Instagram.
yeah, it's like Planet of the Apes inspired. So it's the consequences of the premiere of the making of the Lumberjack's Daughter. Because every title of the movie gets added on to each other.
Oh,
So the
cool.
first one's the making of, the second one's the premiere of, and they all cascade into each other.
It's a universe, in a way.
It was
Yeah.
kind of cool. It was like being part of like a live action play.
Yeah, like
everything's a
role-
live
yeah,
action
yeah.
play, but like it's it's like a flash mob, but it was a play. And I'm just sitting there being like, what the fuck is happening right
Yeah,
now?
we had like 8 cameras.
It's crazy that you could rent a courthouse. God, you could do anything in this world, can't you?
It was free, actually. Huge shout out to the guy who worked there.
Good deal.
He's our friend, yeah. But we had to rent the music box last time for $500, which is a great deal because we got to use the whole venue and film in it for 4 hours.
nice.
That is a sweet deal.
That's a sweet deal.
I would have
Yeah.
thought it'd been way more expensive than that.
I think that's how much they charge for you to screen something, which that's expensive then. To screen something for 2 hours?
They charge you $500 to screen something for 2 hours.
Yeah, I think they gave us the same deal.
Can you charge tickets to a screening?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. So I guess
That's
that's,
not that bad a deal then when you think about it.
Yeah.
If you think you can make the money back,
Yeah, exactly. But thanks to all that. But
or
yeah,
even
Jonah's
if you break
in, he's
even,
good.
you just want to show whatever you did to family and friends.
But yeah, check it out. Honestly, like being a part of it, it was very fun to watch. Even though I had a POV version, but like everyone on it was very funny. Austin did a great job. The judge on it, whoever that guy is,
David Feinberg.
David Feinberg's
comedian.
incredible. He's very funny. He's a local guy, and everyone did really well except for my goddamn fucking lawyer. He kept like, he was great, but he kept doing. I'm like trying to pay attention to the movie that's happening in front of me, and he kept being like, because he's in character, and he's just like, "Hey man, we got this. It's all right, we got it." And I wanted to be like in Dumb and Dumber, where he's like, "I don't care. I just want to watch what's happening. I have no fucking idea what's going on."
Yeah, there's a part where we take a recess to go film somewhere else, and then his lawyer, and it's in the movie, his lawyer's like, "Hey man, I'm doing my best. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to crack down. We're trying to get out of here quick." And Jonah's going, "Is this real?" Like, but it plays off that like Jonah's lost, but I could tell Jonah actually was asking, "Is this real?
Yeah,
Like,
are you like?
being
Are we
real?"
I was like, "Are we doing this right now?"
Yeah,
like,
it was quite
like we're
fun.
gonna fight. I'm like, "Are we fucking doing this right now?"
Yeah,
that's
it was
perfect,
good. So Jonah's
perfect.
good. Go check it out. Jonah won't check it out because he's in it. So
Yeah.
I encourage
Yeah.
everyone else to.
And I got handcuffed, and I got handcuffed opposite, and it hurt. It hurt so bad. Like they just kind of twisted. It was
Well, you
Kai.
can tell whoever handcuffed you is not a kinky person.
Kyron.
Kyron.
That's slightly shocking. All right. Well, we are doing the 10 Commandments here. That's the theme of this episode. Yay.
Yeah.
Let me get up the actual 10 Commandments that I'm going to read. I got from Christianity.com.
Yeah, we're doing the Christian one, not the Jewish one.
Yeah, no disrespect to our Jewish
I've noticed.
listeners.
I noticed you went to your third tab for that. Call back.
Call back.
I,
Call
I-
back,
I
baby.
closed some.
Hog Squad, call back.
Yeah, I closed some. So in the previous episode,
Hog Squad, call back. Hog Squad, call back.
I would clap along, but my hands are full.
Full of that.
So in the last episode, everybody, I had
2 episodes ago.
2 episodes
You just
ago.
posted the clip today. Go check it on Instagram.
That's right. It's on Instagram. Austin and Jonah discovered that I had 499 tabs open, and I didn't realize that's like a thing you shouldn't do. I cut it down. I'm at 487 now.
How'd you get it so low? How in the world did
It
you
was
get
work
it
because
that
there's a
low?
lot where I'm like, can't X that out.
Go through the
Can't X that out. That's an
How
invite.
long-
I might go to that. I
How
can't
long
X
did that
out.
take you?
I don't know, like 20 minutes. No,
Really?
it didn't take me that long.
So you took your time. You thought like, well, I might come back.
You gotta,
Not once where you're like, I could just retype this in.
yeah.
That is
totally.
so
Or
funny.
not once you were like, I could just bookmark this. You know you can just bookmark
That's
them.
what several people hit me up with. Too many to name, actually. And then one friend of mine, she said I do the same thing, and she sent me a screenshot
Oh, yeah.
of hers, and I'm like, I'm not alone. So that was cool. All right, let me read off these 10 Commandments. These are from It's from Exodus, because they're in the Bible has a few different books within it. Is that what we call it?
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's the Exodus, Christianity, 10 Commandments. They're all the same, but some have more details.
Yes, here we go. I'm just going to read them off a little bit.
It sounds a little whitewashed, doesn't it? As a callback to the movie Exodus.
Austin and Jonah, you could make little quips about this if you want to. I'm just going to read them off, though. Number 1 commandment is, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me.
I don't have to say the whole thing, do I?
That's very specific. No. We'll shorthand it. Come on now.
Okay.
I just want the listeners to get a reference, because if we just go into our own, they don't know.
Also,
the order.
we should say like my favorite is I am the Lord. The Lord is my savior.
You shall not make yourself a carved image, any likeness, or anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. They get wildly specific with this shit, don't
Were
they?
you in the Departed?
Specific one.
I did get a little Departed sounding. I felt like, or that is the water underneath. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. Visiting the... I'm going to use that next time I get jealous. I'm going to be like, hey, God's jealous too.
You read the whole passage. Right?
I don't want to read the whole passage. Basically, he doesn't like you idolizing other people. Just idolize him. Number 3, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain.
Basically, hey, just don't kill anybody. Anyways, basically, don't fuck my wife.
Larry David's 10 Commandments.
I know.
This next one, basically, Sunday, keep it marked off on your calendar. Anyways, this next one... next one is Hades in my shoes. I don't want them to be your shoes. Don't steal my shit.
You basically said Larry David, but I thought I was doing Chicago, and you thought I was doing Chicago. I
Yeah.
feel like I was Chicagoing up. I'd be like, basically. So number 3, do not take the Lord. I said that one already. Number 4, remember the Sabbath day. That means keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor, which is like, Jesus, God.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that's too much. We even come up with 5 nowadays. We evolved
We're trying
beyond
to do
you.
4.
4 would be even better.
Yeah.
It's more of a balance. 4-3. I used to joke when I was a kid, being like, who came up with 5 days of school and 2 days off? Who the fuck came up with that balance?
Would you rather have that with the summer vacation, or would you rather do the all year schooling, but you have like the
4 and 3?
Yeah.
Damn. That is a great question.
I like that summer. That summer's crazy.
I love that
Awesome.
summer.
Yeah,
Give me
I think-
that summer, baby.
Yeah, I want that
If
summer
it was
too.
3 and 4, maybe.
Why? Because my problem is my memory's so bad. So I go back and be like, what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'd always be like, what? What was that? What? Finger pain? The fuck is that?
So like the long weekend would screw you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But having a summer off and then starting anew.
No, I'm talking about when you'd go on for 3 weeks and you would do, I thought that's what we're talking about. We do they're proposing that in my school.
Oh, what? Say
Where you
this.
would go on for like X amount of weeks and you'd have X amount of weeks off. And that would
there's-
happen throughout the whole school year.
Oh.
There are all year round schools, but what they would do would be like, they still got some breaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they would be like,
That's
oh,
this. Like, so you're on for a few weeks and you're off for like a week and you're
So
on
like
for a few
every
weeks.
quarter, you get like 3 weeks off.
Sure. Something like that.
yeah, I don't think it's
I
3
don't
weeks in
remember. I was
1 week,
younger.
but it's something like that. Maybe it's 6
Oh.
weeks in 1 week or
I
something.
was thinking days, like 4 days on, 3 days off.
Which
is what they're trying to do
I'd
for
kill
work.
myself.
That's what they want to do for work.
Oh my God. 4 days, like, and no break for school. Oh, I'd kill myself. Oh, I just killed myself.
What?
fuck are
You
you
go to
talking
school for
about?
4 days, then have 3 days off.
Yeah, but that's all year round.
No, I'm
No,
not saying
he's
that.
not saying
No,
it'd
they're
be all
trying to
year
do that
round.
for work. I was saying
They make you work all year round?
This is why we became comedians. I don't want a job like that.
You work the whole year? No, you don't. You get like a summer break,
yeah,
right?
you work there, then you steal shit from Best Buy, then you fuck off.
Yeah, and you get like a Christmas break.
My
Yeah.
2 favorite jokes from movies that involve work, another Dumb and Dumber reference for the podcast listeners, is when he comes in, he goes, you find a job? He's like, no, there is nothing out there unless you want to work 40 hours a week, which is full time, which is so funny. Then in the movie, it's an Owen Wilson movie.
You mean Dupree?
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was
look at that.
amazing.
Such a good
That
line.
was amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome. Dude, we're synced up, my man. When he goes, and Columbus Day, and the guy goes, we work. He goes, well, we tried. And then he shook his hand and leaves the interview.
Yeah.
Like he could take a job if they worked on Columbus Day. Of all
Yeah,
days.
yeah. My favorite part, Owen Wilson in Marley and Me, when the dog dies.
You son of a bitch.
I'm kidding.
You son of a bitch.
No, did you ever see Ricky Stenicki?
I had not seen that yet,
It's
but
good.
I love Santino.
It's
and he's in
surprisingly
that.
good. But
Is
then,
Zac Efron in that too?
yeah,
He's a pretty good comedic actor,
he
actually.
is.
I
So
like
is
him in
Andrew
comedies.
Santino, and he's great in it.
I just said that, yeah.
No, I know. And William H. Macy is telling him that, God damn it, I know. I was reiterating what
Oh,
you're
you were
saying.
just, yeah. Well, no, he's great.
Joe, this is called a clip. Fucking podcast, idiot. And
By the way, it took 81 episodes for him to get on board with that.
have you seen my fucking ability to transition? It's insane.
It's gotten way better.
It's
It has
fucking
gotten better.
insane,
It
dude.
has.
Yeah.
It's gotten really good. Hold on a sec.
Oh God,
Oh, that was a good one. Did you hear that one?
That's the beginning clip, baby.
Oh
Thank you,
man,
Joe.
that was a good one. That was like a poop steam. Shout out to my son Dylan. He calls his little farts poop steams, and but it sounded like a steam, but had a little bit of like a pop on it.
Yeah,
It was nice.
on my chair.
Of course you.
Yeah, real
you
excited
and-
about that one.
You and chairs.
I think I got
Yeah, me and the property I own.
I got it.
What a real card I'm being.
Well, real quick, quickly though, you can't give someone shit for farting in your home. Like, there's a lot of things you could give someone shit for, right? Like when I threw up in your house, that
Right.
was fine.
Or like when your wife dies a week before you.
Oh, you're talking about fucking
Gene Hackman.
Gene
I'm talking
Hackman
about Gene
again?
We're
Hackman.
back to Gene Hackman.
Hold on, I got another one.
God damn it. Joe.
I don't know what's going on with me right now, man.
Look how bad
You
Joe
told me I look
is
skinnier
about
when I
the
walked
chair.
in too. I'm gassy.
Thou shalt not shoot in your neighbor's house.
But yeah, I got a quick reading these. Yeah.
I was going to tell you my Ricky Snicky story.
Oh,
but
sorry.
No, it's being
come on.
built up too much.
No,
now.
it's not. It's going to be great.
You want to prove it? That it's been built up too
No,
much?
because now you're putting the negative. Hold on, let's stop.
Uh-huh.
This is a good thing for everyone watching
Okay.
on YouTube and everyone listening around the world. Just hear me out. I'm trying to become a more positive person, right? So I want you to say to yourself, this is going to be a great story. You need to believe in yourself.
I believe in myself.
And you got to believe you're going to tell it well.
I'm going to tell this well.
Because you were
I'm
starting
gonna tell this well.
Yeah, you are.
gonna
Believe
tell this
that.
well.
The listeners will believe that. I'll believe it. Let's
Okay,
go.
okay.
Dude. Come on, man. Be positive.
Okay. So in the movie Ricky Snicki, okay. And I'm fucking with you. So Andrew Santino is fuck, now I'm forgetting. No, I'm kidding. Andrew Santino is telling his boss, William H. Macy, or William H. Macy is telling Andrew Santino that he's gonna hire his dumbass friend Ricky Snicki, John Cena. And then Andrew Santino responds. He goes, "Are you fucking?" He goes, "The fuck did you say?" And then William H. Macy goes, "The fuck did you just say?" And then they freaked out. See, I told you it was built up too much.
No, it wasn't. I love it, man.
I know a
That
fake
made me
laugh when I see a fake laugh.
No, not a fake laugh.
I've seen an audience full of them.
I'd like to apologize.
I'd
All
like
right,
to
here we go.
apologize.
Number 5, honor your father and mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you.
Hey,
Number
mom and pop, they're pretty
6.
cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
Hey.
You gotta like mama and dada. Number 6 is one line. You shall not murder. Number 7, you
That's
shall not
6 of
commit
them?
adultery. Number 8, I like how the first 5 are like paragraphs and then the
Yeah,
next
poems.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, poems. The number 8, you shall not steal. Number 9, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Number 10, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor his anything that is your neighbor. See, that's also in the Jewish one too.
yeah, that's in
There's
the Jewish
They
one,
got some
too.
crossover.
Yeah.
A lot of Jewish religion is the Old Testament, where like, I don't know how the rest of the Christian denominations are, but in Catholicism, we're more New Testament.
Yeah.
But we scan the
I
Old
think the thing
Testament.
with the Jewish one is that it's more detailed because in the Christian one they actually like have like the tablet, and that all that shit wouldn't have fit on that damn tablet.
I also remember that was the joke we had that inspired this. I was like, it's exactly 10 commandments. Like God had to give an even number, 10. He had to be real cool about it, real modern. Like maybe he had 17 things, right?
Yeah.
But people knew the 17 commandments has no ring to it.
A couple of them too sound like, this happened to you. Like,
right?
hey, don't fuck my wife. You're like,
Don't even
so-
think about fucking
like
my
somebody
wife.
fucked your wife and probably your donkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly.
Like, what's going on
Why
there?
are they putting the ox in there?
Someone fucked Moses.
You know, like when you watch like a rom-com and then you're just like, well, this never happens in real life. That's because the guy that could never get the girl wrote that script where he finally gets the girl. So he's just like, yeah, the girl loves the fucking, like the loser artist type. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always go for that. The guy that has been a piece of shit the whole time.
Yeah,
that
they don't
always
like,
works out.
They don't like the 6'3" guy with blue eyes. Of
Right. And
course
he's just
not.
like, see, I get the girl too.
Yeah, they like Woody Allen.
Yeah. Real quick, isn't this what I said exactly almost word for word a few weeks ago? If it is, that's fine. I just want to
What
reiterate
he
it.
said about the guy and the girl thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that's been brought before.
I've said it
minus
before.
the Ten
We both
Commandments.
said it. We both said
Yeah,
it.
he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
now relating it to the Ten Commandments.
No,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
smart. I
That's
like
been an
that.
ongoing
I'm sorry. I just
thing.
wanted to double check because I had a weird deja vu moment. I don't get deja vu.
Yeah, no, he definitely did.
threw me off.
This has been said a couple times. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, now we are going to do our order of what we think they should be. Jonah.
But we did discuss what our order, what they think it should be, but what that means to us. So this is gonna be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Are we gonna build it together at the end?
No, there has to be a new Ten Commandments. You guys must agree.
Oh, we can make up our own. Cool. Joe can't fuck my wife. It says Joe can't fuck my wife.
No.
No, we can make up our own, but between what we choose, we have to make a 10.
You have to make a new 10.
a new
list,
10 out of our
like,
thing.
yeah.
Do we really want to do
Don't-
that?
how
Can we
about,
just
how about
do
number?
my
How about
10s?
8? Thou shalt not fart in Jonah's chair.
No, see, because that's not already a commandment.
I
He's
know. I'm
saying-
kidding.
Yeah,
We're basically reorganizing and re-ranking the 10
I
commandments.
think it'd be funny if you guys had to agree on the ranking of what's important and what's not.
Yeah, well, that's the idea of the episode. We'll probably title this episode "Re-ranking the 10 Commandments."
Yeah.
That's clickable.
It's crazy how
I
like
was
you.
thinking just top 10 best 10 commandments.
Top 10 10 commandments. Top 10 10 commandments.
Yeah,
is
top 10
hilarious.
10 commandments
Yeah.
is really funny, I think.
Let's do that one.
Yeah.
It is interesting that you shall not murder is 6.
I agree.
Below. I mean, that's below 50%. That's insane.
Yeah, so I'll just start off the list then for us. I
you
have
gonna
mine
start
for
at
That's like it's funny because they're like honor your mother and father's above it. So he's like, oh man, I love my mom and dad. I'd never murder my. I'll put murder on there too.
Yeah. You're
I
right.
think you guys
Good
should
point.
start at 10. With
All right.
with the nuanced bullshit.
Okay,
first.
so mine's
Well, because I was rewriting mine from most important to least.
worse.
So I should start with the least important?
Yeah, I think
All
you
right,
guys
fine,
should
go
try to
ahead.
agree
Mine's
on-
least coolest to coolest.
Okay.
This is what I did.
That's nice.
Or also like worst to best.
It's all the same at
kinda
that
same
point.
thing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I like it,
worst
though.
1 or worst 10?
No, 'cause I
Worst
think-
is 10.
Okay, thank you. All right. I
Because
was
to me,
confused
the
then.
most important should be number
So
one.
number 1. Yeah, I think you guys should start at 10 because like those are the ones that I feel like there's more talking. Because I think 1 to 3.
Obviously, do not kill should be number one.
Yeah, like I think we all know that. I think that's
No. Okay.
I got it.
okay. Well, we'll
Spoiler.
get there. All right, let's,
Yeah, yeah.
let's start.
All right.
I
well,
think I interpreted this differently than you guys did, but that's gonna make it fun.
I actually have no change from the Bible's number 10 to my number 10.
Oh.
Number 10, you shall not covet your neighbor's. Like,
give
covet,
away
by
all
the way. Well, I said it started off. I'm explaining.
Sorry.
Covet, for those of you who don't know, means basically think about, yearn for. You should not yearn for your neighbor's things. They're basically trying to be happy with what you got. But it's pretty stupid to be like, I can't think.
Yeah.
Because you already have do not bang someone else's
Why do you think
wife.
I bought these binoculars?
So, yeah, right? I can't think about banging my neighbor's wife.
Right.
There's no crime in thinking.
Right.
All right. It just feels like,
Right.
chill out, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't give me this brain where I can have awesome fantasies
Right.
if you don't want me fantasizing about awesome shit.
I can't ride that horse. That horse looks sweet, dude.
Yeah, man.
That horse is a
guy's
fucking
ox.
lame ass horse over here.
I can't fucking.
Also, you got 2 stories? That's a sweet house.
It's a good deal. Yeah.
Mhm.
I want.
Really?
Yeah, because if you live in a ranch and someone next to you's got a fucking old Victorian with a wraparound porch,
It's pretty sweet.
you're gonna be like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, especially when they're like kind of like doing this thing on their little
On their little swing,
little swing.
front porch swing.
Yeah, it's one.
All
Yeah.
right, I like that. All right, what you got?
What's that brace down? Honor your mother and your father.
That's the least important to you.
That's the least important, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, who the fuck do I have to honor? And also, like, whatever. Like, I love my mom. She's great, but like, honor them? Come on.
Well, here's what I'll say about that. I won't
Honor
tell.
me.
I won't tell the number I have.
You
that
made
one,
me honor me. I'm like a gift from God.
But then they.
I'm a miracle. You made me. That's insane. Honor
Breaking
me.
another commandment by idolizing yourself.
Yeah, you could also spin that like you should be thankful that they made you.
Okay, Dad.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, you're
Although
right.
sometimes life is so hard, I'm like, I didn't ask to be here. Well, number 4, or not, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, I just did. I was going to say this. I won't tell you where I put that commandment. It's your number 10. I won't say yet because I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
But I did put in parentheses, honor your parents, and then in parentheses I wrote, unless they're cunts.
Oh, nice.
We're allowed one C word per YouTube.
Sure, yeah, that's
All right,
fine.
Yeah. It's least important because both my parents are passed away, which
And
means
you're
they're
still here.
fucking dead, dude.
R.I.P.
But I love them. Anyways, number 9.
Number 9 for me is honor the Sabbath, which is like, Sunday. Show up Sunday.
Sunday.
To me, that's like number 9 because it's like, if I'm God, I looked at it this way. If I'm God,
Yeah.
how would I order these? If I'm God, it's like, listen, I know you're busy,
Mhm.
but if you got a day for me, I'd appreciate it if you came on out.
Mhm.
But this idea of like putting it where he did, I mean, my God, it's originally at, where the fuck did it go? It's originally number 4.
Yeah.
Honor the Sabbath is number 4, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how needy are you? Right? Like that feels like, don't you ever forget showing
Yeah.
up for me. That's how important it is. It's in my top 5. Like if a tablet fell, there'd just be 5 commandments and that's in there.
Yeah.
So to me, I'd be more chill. I'd be like, come on out. You know what I mean? Like wait until after the Bears game, or why even on Sunday? Just any day of the week. Pick a day of the week that you're not bothered by.
Yeah.
Show up to my house, say what's up, we'll chat, and then you be on your way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more relaxed about it. So that's why it's in my number 9.
Yeah. So I'm going from not cool to cool, right? So my number 9 is shall not commit adultery. Because guess what? Adultery, not fucking cool, dude.
Not cool.
That's not cool.
Not cool.
So I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
So
agree.
it's bottom of the
That's-
list because also kind of like, yeah, don't do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a easy breezy,
It's got to be in the 10.
beautiful cover girl one.
I got that one a little higher, but now my number 8 is name in vain.
Mhm.
Again, this is very needy. This is very like, like you're already a god, dude. You're a god. Why are you like freaking out about like someone? I stubbed my toe and said, "God damn it," and you're pissed.
Yeah.
You're pissed, dude. That's a good phrase. It makes sense.
It's fun.
It's fun to say.
You don't. When you say that phrase, you never have to think about saying it before you say it.
No, it's instinctual.
It's deep rooted in there. It's deep rooted in there. Excuse me.
Right? So it's just like, I don't know. It just feels weird to be like, I'm this all powerful being and I'm really mad at this dude named Mikey because, he said, God damn it, one with his traffic move.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to tell me a story about Mikey.
No, I got nothing about Mikey.
Okay.
I don't even know
You
Mikey.
good with Mikey? You don't know one Mikey?
I know
I
Mikes.
feel like you know a lot of Mikeys.
I know a lot of Mikes, but I don't think we call any of them Mikey.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single person I call Mikey.
That one?
No.
That one, you're like, whatever, Mikey.
Mm,
Maybe kind of condescending to him,
You know what I'm going to do next time I see a Mike? I'm going to call him Mikey and see how they react.
right? When he's like, oh, I'm going to play Goldeneye, but I'm going to be Odd Job. You're like, whatever, Mikey.
Yeah, typical Mikey move, by the way.
Odd Job.
By the way, there's no odd job.
No Odd Job.
If you played GoldenEye with someone, they pick odd job.
Yeah, or
play
they're like,
GoldenEye.
oh, let's do Golden Guns. Shut up.
Jesus, what a twerp. What a fucking twerp.
No, that's not fun.
Go what? That was a great game.
It's like slappers
Go-
only in the complex. Come on.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
You gotta do proximity mines in the complex.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. Like when you're in your little cubby and just proximity mines all over
When
the
you're
place.
born, you keep
I
dying.
would just sit there, take a little nap.
I love it.
Yeah.
Then you're racing around planting bombs, basically.
Uh,
All right, you're number 8.
have no other gods before me. I think it's an 8.
Or is that your 7? I'm sorry.
That's my 8.
Or your 8, yeah.
Because let me look around. Like I don't know how great you are until I find somebody else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of like, you let a bird go and then it flies and then if it comes back, it's yours.
It does feel redundant because it's kind of like no idols.
Right.
Don't even say my name.
That's
in
a jealous
negative way.
God. That's like
Yeah, he admits
I'm
it,
afraid
too.
you're gonna find somebody better than me. You should be confident where you're like, I'm gonna give the space that you need. Guess what? I'm the best. I know you're gonna come back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
God has no confidence.
Right. Kind of reminds me of that Dane Cook movie. My best. Sorry, I can take that serious.
Good luck, Chuck.
No, My Best Friend's Girl.
I don't remember that one. Is that with Jessica Alba?
No,
Who's the
that's Good Luck
woman in
Chuck.
it?
That is Kate Hudson
Kate Hudson.
and Jason Biggs. Where
What's
Jason?
the plot?
It's where if you break up, if you and your girlfriend breaks up with you, you hire Dane Cook to be a shitty next date. So then they're like, oh my god, the dating pool out here sucks. I need to go back to my ex-boyfriend.
Ah.
So that's the thing is that's a very unconfident person has to hire somebody like that, and that's God. God's Jason Biggs. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, God's secretly a Jew
And fucks pies.
and fucks pies. Right.
American Pie reference, everybody. Good movie. Rent it. You think that'd be on Netflix or something? It's got to be on one of those. Anyhow,
Very
yeah,
fun.
I like that. You're right. He's got a jealousy. He's got a complex.
Believe in yourself. You're God. You're Almighty.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
if you're so great and you know you're the only God, what do you care if everyone else starts dabbling in other gods?
Right.
Right? Like you're
You
threatened
said
by Thor?
dabbling, not dibbling, right?
I said dabbling. Yeah.
Okay, not diddling. Okay,
Dibbling.
diddling. Well, I mean, we're talking about
Oh, diddlin.
diddling.
I thought you
Yeah.
said I said dibbling.
Odelling?
I said, huh?
Sorry, that was a topical
Shut
reference.
the fuck up,
Sorry,
Austin.
that was a topical.
Austin, they knew. They knew the whole time, and they knew.
I mean, topical. Sorry.
Sorry, man.
Mine's from Spotlight.
Did you even get what I said?
I didn't
No,
hear what
I
you
just
said.
like yelling shut the fuck up at you
Oh,
sometimes.
okay.
Let's just-
Odelling, because Odell Beckham Jr. just got, like, he was mentioned in the Diddy case. And
Oh,
now
really?
he's
Really?
sued, yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I like
Him
Odell.
and that black fat comedian. Sorry.
Which
That-
one?
By the way, you
That
said
sounded really
slightly
aggressive. Sorry, I don't know
yeah.
what to say. What, but-
Cedric, no, we need a guess now.
no,
Face
he's
on
younger.
Love?
He's younger.
Phase on Love?
No, he's got one word name. It's a one
Earthquake.
No, it's a one word fucking name.
That was a one word
Maybe he's
fucking
not
name.
maybe he's not like a stand-up comedian.
It's not Sinbad, is it?
Oh my god, hold
No,
on.
I hope not. Sinbad's
It's not. No, I said young. Like he's like 20 something. He's not Sinbad.
Sinbad's
He's
timeless.
like 20-something.
Yeah, what's his name? Oh, Dritsky.
Drewski?
Drewski.
I don't know who
Yeah,
that
I don't know who
Drewski.
it is. Why is he
I don't
hanging
know
out
who
with
that
young
is.
kids? Oh, I guess we know why.
Well, yeah. But sorry, Odelling.
Hey, you're very in tune to the internet. Let's take a real quick 30-second from our list we're doing here. What is this thing that people do? I see comments on videos where they go, nice try, Diddy. What is that about?
Oh, I see that too. And I think it's just, I think it's that I take it as like those kind of not far right, but like those conspiracy people who think everything Hollywood is like creepy and stuff. So any kind of post that they are like they're a good person or like this or anything that seems suspicious, to be like, huh, nice try, Diddy. Like with this post or whatever. That's how I take it.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
also take it that's just bots doing it because I see it everywhere. So I could take that also, but I think it's in reference to like, hey, we're not gonna fall for this because we're cool. We know what's going on in the real world.
Because I've seen on some stuff where it makes sense if it was just on those, but you're right. I think there's some bot stuff because there's a few things I saw where I'm like, I don't get why there's 18 comments that say nice try.
Yeah, it's
Diddy.
like those. Well, it's like those groups that like get kids to join their like KKK groups by playing Fortnite with them. That's a real like problem going on.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, no, we don't hear about it. It's crazy.
By the way, creators of
Wait,
Roblox,
Fortnite?
you screwed over my son today because he tried to save something and it wouldn't save. Okay, so I had to deal with that. All right, my 8-year-old son, he's a kick-ass Roblox kid, and you guys did something that really pissed him off and it upset the whole house. Okay, so if anyone's connected to Roblox, he made an awesome thing and it didn't save. Okay. And he knows how to save because he saved 8 other fucking worlds or whatever they're called. So get your shit together, Roblox, or else you're not going to get any more Robux.
Did you call?
I did not call. I didn't have time to call.
I like the dad who's like, I want it back. Give it back to me. We're like, sir, we can't do that. What do you mean you can't do it? I built it. It's in there somewhere.
Get the cloud.
Yeah, it's in the cloud. Get it out. I want it. I want it. Get it out. It's called Roadblocks or Roblox?
Roblox.
Oh, Roblox. Okay, I thought it was a Roadblocks.
Roblox.
Roblox.
Yes.
R-O-B.
R-O-B.
Jonah, not R-O-D.
I thought that it was called Roadblocks, and maybe Gene Hackman called after his wife died and said, excuse me, I've hit a little bit of a roadblock here.
Nice.
Which is his wife because she's laying on the ground.
All right, just for a little background, before the podcast started, I didn't know how Gene Hackman died. These two filled me in
It's
and then
not funny.
proceeded to do movie references with him. Just
It's
so the
not
listeners
funny.
know.
I mean, what happened isn't funny, but
It's maybe
it's pretty fucking
It's one
funny.
of the best bits that Jonah's ever come up with, and I'm going to live with it forever now.
Hey, what are you doing over there? Hey, I'm hungry.
Yes, it's because he has Alzheimer's. He's calling for his wife who's not taking care of him, and he just says movie references while he's calling out his wife who's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
If that comes up in another episode, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, we're supposed to have a conversation now. Okay. It's not as funny second time around.
All right,
it's not as
which
funny
number
second
are we
time
on?
around. We
It's
are
your
on
turn.
7. We're on 7.
It's my
your
turn.
turn, I
Yeah, it's
believe?
My turn for number 7. All right, my number 7 is don't lie. Thou shalt not bear false witness. The reason I have it down low is because it's like sometimes you got to lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been telling the truth a lot lately and it's gotten me nowhere. So sometimes you got to just be a little bit like, you know, you do look nice in that dress or whatever the hell, like random example I could use here, because it just makes the world easier. You know what I mean? Like imagine if you met someone who was truthful all the time.
Yeah.
You couldn't hang out with that person.
Yeah.
They'd be getting you in constant trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to just do a little fibbing. I'm not saying lie all the time.
How's my
Be mostly truthful.
how's this jacket look on me?
It's pretty good. I'm not lying. I had to take it in for a second.
Okay. It's checking.
The jeans look a little tight at the thighs. You could wear your jeans a tad looser if you ask me.
Squatting today. Worked out my legs today.
Oh, so they're pumped.
A little pumped right now.
Got some veins going on.
Some
those
veins going on
thighs.
these things. Yeah.
Some big thighs.
Yeah.
But listen,
Do you consider yourself a good liar?
I don't think so. Probably because
Glad
I
you said
don't
that.
get away with it.
Yeah.
Why are you glad I said that?
Because I've noticed you lie to me a couple of times. We won't talk about what, but like, and then I'm like, Joe, come on.
Well, we'll talk about that off air.
Huh?
Talk about it off air.
Well, no, I would just say, let's talk about your lying, because I think you don't prepare yourself for questions about your lie. That's what I've noticed. And there, I mean, obviously, they're never like big lies that I think I've caught you on. They're like small little ones, but you're always just like, well, because that's the what happened over there. And then you're like, who said that? You're like, people said it. You're like, who said it? And you're like, it doesn't matter, Jonah. Like, it's kind of.
Well, what if I can't rat on those other people?
Nah, you can just tell.
Do you think you're a good liar, Jonah?
I think I can be at times, and other times I can't be. I'm also bad at telling the truth if I feel like somebody thinks I'm lying, because then I start laughing. And then they're just like, you're lying to me. I'm like, I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, sometimes you get a little giddy when you get called out on something.
I do.
I think you're a pretty good liar. You've been lying about your sexuality now for about 45 years.
I like how you made him older
45.
too. Nice.
yeah, I got it.
And the long distance high five?
Without even talking about it, we both instinctively did it.
Checkmate.
Oh, and you did it again at the same time?
Checkmate, baby.
I don't like that you guys are all synced up.
Hog Squad.
Do you think
Hog
you're a good
Squad?
liar, Austin?
I'm an exceptional liar.
Yeah.
And I say that confidently because no one knows when I've lied or not.
I know.
I think you tell the truth all the time.
Yeah, you keep telling us that you're good at your job.
I'm the best. Oh, nice. That was good. That was good. I don't say that ever.
More succinct than that.
I know, I did it on
I'm
purpose.
sorry.
I did it on purpose.
Reach over. I didn't want to knock the thing down. Watch the pinky.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Um,
Go on, Austin.
No, I'm exceptional at like the like social deduction games and stuff. Just because
Oh,
I
I see.
can just lie. I don't care if it's my friends, my family, or strangers.
Lying's fun.
I actually have a problem with strangers because, like, with friends and family and stuff, I know how they'll react to certain phrases I'll say, so I'll just change them to know that I'm not lying.
Okay.
Like, I can, like, mathematically be like, if I change my punctuation here and stuff, it seems a little different than
Yeah.
I usually do.
I always hate the like if I'm like Joe, dude, let me tell you a story, right? I tell you a story, and then we go to like a party, and then you see me telling that story afterwards because I know that you can see it getting tighter and tighter, and something's
yeah.
getting embellished. And the whole time, but I'm so aware that I'm like, oh, Joe just thinks that everything I tell him is just a lie. Like I get so in my head.
but that's
about
a
that.
natural human being thing because you told the story to so many people, you know which parts to get rid of
Yeah,
and what parts
yeah,
you need to
Yeah, it's a
emphasize.
story.
But like when someone's there from like the original telling of it, you're just kind of like, oh, sorry, I know I had to add a third.
Sorry, I'm going to make you look
Like
like
I had to add a third person. Like I'm sorry, I needed a narrator. I need someone to drop an expedition dump on this one. It's my turn, right?
It is, but I just wanted to add one more thing about the lying. What percentage of the time do you think a person should tell the truth?
Oh, tell the truth.
Yeah, like, say-
I'm getting better. I'm trying to tell the truth. You know, like normalize that you just like a little fib. I'm trying to get rid of
White
doing that.
lies. You're trying to get rid of white lies?
Yeah, like I had to. My internet password had my ex-girlfriend's birthday in it, and then it just kind of became part of my passwords, just because it was just part of it. And then I had, and then people have asked before, and then I'm always like afraid that I'm gonna get in trouble. So I go, oh, it's my mom's birthday, which is not that day. So then I had to pretend that was my mom's birthday, even after she died. I had to be like, oh, I'm sad on this day, even though I was sad 2 days earlier. But then with my last girlfriend, she's like, what's that number for? I'm like, oh, it's my ex-girlfriend's birthday. And she's like, okay. And I was like, yeah, what have I been lying about?
But I understand a lie like that because it's like, whatever friend asks, you'd be like, oh, it's my ex-girlfriend's number. And they're like,
Yeah.
why didn't you change it? It's like, because it's a whole fucking thing.
It's in my head now.
And it's like, were you still like her? It's like, no. Now we have this useless conversation, right? Yeah, I get lies like that. I think people should obviously be truthful as much as possible. I think what I'm getting at with this question is, at the end of someone's life, if you found out they were truthful 93% of the time, wouldn't you be like, yeah, they're an honest person? Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, I think that's what I was getting at.
I think that's a great percentage.
All right,
I think even 85% is a good.
I would say so too.
I don't
That's
think
a
I
B-
lie that
That's a
much.
B or higher grade wise, right?
Yeah.
If you're a B or higher, you're number 7.
My number 7, thou shalt not murder.
What?
Why 7? Because fucking course. Like, don't murder somebody. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't it be like? But I guess you were doing coolest versus I was doing importance because I think like it should be up higher.
And mine's just, it's just like, well, yeah.
I'm looking
Didn't
at
have
these.
to put that
like-
on there?
Wait, shouldn't that be the least coolest then?
No, I'm looking at these commandments like
That was
definitely
cool.
don't do that.
No, I get yours, Joe.
Yeah.
But like his is coolest to least coolest, and you think that killing someone's the
No, mine's the least
third,
coolest.
not
Cool.
least
Mine's
coolest
least coolest. It's the 4th least coolest. Not
Jonah,
third.
that's
It's a
still
little higher
fucking
up.
insane. Do you hear yourself? You think that the most uncool
I
thing
think
is...
telling me to not kill somebody is uncool because guess what? I already know that.
Oh my god. So you think that loving your own mom and dad is more least cool than you killing a person?
No, for loving my mom and dad is least used of these 10.
Is it least cool or least used?
Well, I mean, it's just like, it's like, all right.
You don't even know.
But murder's higher. I mean, yeah.
Murder's like in the middle
It's
of the
cool
list.
not to murder. By the way, I'm only 1 below what it is normally. So fuck you both.
is a good point.
100%.
That is a very good point, actually.
Yeah, I'm literally just 1 below. So I'm just a little less cool about it than God. God was just like, hey, man, it's like a little important here, bud. And you're like, okay, cool, sweet. But not that important, all right?
Yeah, Jonah's more lax. He's one of the angels. He's
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, what
God's kind of like, hey, man, I'm gonna be kind of a dick about it in front of people, but when they're gone, like, you gotta murder somebody.
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
Jonah's
murder
like, if
somebody.
they're on your land, though.
Yeah, dude. If you're like, I mean, if they coveted your wife, that's why I put that. That's why I put that lower. You gotta kill him, because I put covered up higher, because if he did, guess what? You could murder now. You know what I mean? It should be an order of It's an order. Actually, it's an order of operations.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, my number 6 is don't make any false idols. I feel like God obviously wrote that way like a couple thousand years before he made Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You think if God knew about Michael Jordan, I would like to be like, if I go to heaven and I meet God, I'd be like, yo, the idol one. What do you? And before I could finish this, he's like, yeah, I know, Jordan.
Yeah.
Fucking Jordan, dude.
Yeah.
Like Babe Ruth before him. I know. As soon as those guys were created, I was like, I wish I didn't write that one.
Yeah.
Because even that's another insecurity one. I think half the 10 Commandments are about God's insecurity.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have a question about that one. What is the Pope then?
Well, the Catholic Church is clearly not following along because the
represents-
Pope's like the head of the church,
Isn't he trans now?
but he's definitely someone that everyone kisses the
That's
ring.
the movie. John.
He's got a Pope mobile. He's like a Batmobile, but he's got a Pope mobile.
Yeah.
People kiss his ring. They faint when they see him. Some of these people, so
Yeah,
that's
they-
very
they
idol.
idolize him.
It's idol worship.
And
You're right.
I'm sure he isn't. He's like, no, but like it's low key.
In his head, he's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I need that. Give me that money. Give me my stakes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Vatican City is fucking loaded with cash.
Yeah. So like, how do they get around that? Well, I guess it's not a law, but like,
You know, my
You
dad
think
was always
he's-
cracking jokes about the Catholic Church being greedy, and yet he still raised us in it. I think just because it's like the upbringing you're
Right.
used to, I guess.
Do you think the Pope, when he gets all that stuff a little bit, he's kind of like, I can see why Diddy did it. Do you know what I mean? Because you
Yeah,
get all that
perhaps.
power and everyone's kind of like, you know what I mean?
I think actually Diddy saw what they were doing and thought, I want a piece. It's like a chicken and the egg thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. You can't tell. You can't tell.
probably.
The Catholic Church was doing it long before Diddy was in existence.
Yeah, right.
So there you go. What is your number 6?
Same thing.
Oh, look at us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just high-fived real cool white guy style. So we're even with number 6. All right, so my number 5 is was your one from earlier, and we both were just no adultery.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Very simple.
Don't bang other people's wives or husbands, and there you go.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Hey, knock it off.
Chill.
You doing it? Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. Okay, my number 45 is covet your neighbor's house and stuff.
Don't yearn or want.
But you know why it's higher up? I think it's kind of cool because guess what? Like I've at my condo and I've had meetings in other people's condos. I look around and I'm like, fuck, this is nicer than mine, and then I want mine to be better than theirs, and it's made my place better.
competition.
And then you're happier.
Then I'm happier. So jealousy is the seeds to self change. Sometimes.
3/4 into that, I'm like, he's going somewhere with this. This is great. And you did not land the
I
plane.
lost it.
You did not land the plane.
Can I tell you something? In my brain too, I was the same way. I was like, I got this, buddy. That's
thought
just
you
like
were
the
gonna say
plane that flips
jealousy.
upside down. We're just like, I got this, and then flips right upside down. But just like that flight, nobody died.
I thought you were going to say jealousy is the seeds to happiness. Like something just really easy.
Yeah.
Like
Instead of go
jealousy
jealousy is the seeds to, stuff changes.
Self-change.
Stuff changes. Hey.
With thine self be true. All right. That's a good number 5 for you. My number 4, I alluded to this earlier, is honor your mother and father. But then I wrote in parentheses, unless they're cunts. Because if you got some shitty parents out there, because there are a lot of people out there with some god-awful parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard a story over the weekend where I'm like, oh, that's the worst dad I've ever heard of. Yeah, don't honor that piece of shit. Just because
Over the
they brought you into
weekend
this
you
world
heard
does not
that?
mean you're stuck to them and you have to worship them. What?
Over the weekend, you heard about that?
I was just talking to some friends at the tailgate.
And they were just like, let me tell you about my dad.
No, not their dad. They were telling me a story about some guy they knew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I misunderstood. I just hate when people
They
like
weren't
dive.
trauma dumping their own thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that. Where you're just like, cool. Is there more nachos? Like, what do you like? We're outside. Like,
Yeah.
well, why are you doing this to me right now? I just met you.
No, we were talking. No, I remember.
I don't even know your first name. That's always
Yeah.
the worst when you're like, I don't even know your name.
I've had that before where it's like, what is your name again?
Right.
And now I know everything about your life.
Right. I know everything about your life. I know your dad's name. Clint. You trust a Clint? What are you doing?
I don't think I trust any Clints now that I think about it.
No, I had one friend named Clint and trust him. Stole my skateboard.
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit. No, I remember what it was now. We were talking about Cubs Mariners, and then they were talking about different players who sign autographs, and someone brought up one player who never signs, and then they're like, well, no shock, because he's also a piece of shit dad. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that about him. It's like, oh, no, he did this. And I'm like, oh.
Real Karl
Anyway.
Malone.
Oh, that guy sucks.
That sucks.
All right, you're number 4.
My number 4 is misuse the name of your Lord. Or however it's said. I can't read my own writing. But use the Lord's name in vain. Guess what? I fucking love saying goddamn.
God, is there
Goddamn,
other
do I love it.
example of goddamn?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Well, Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Yeah, Jesus H Christ.
I also like saying, oh, good Lord. That's
Lord.
a fun one to say.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I used to say? Me and my friends, we used to say, hot Christ on a bike.
yeah,
was a
Jesus
fun
Christ
one.
on a bike. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
What's
say
like
those.
your favorite versions? Because like there's like, what are you doing? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Or
Right.
for Christ's sake.
Oh, Christ's sake.
Yeah.
That's a fun one. For
That's
Christ's
a very
sake.
fun one. For Christ's sake. Would you get it together? For,
God damn
for
it.
Christ's sake, get it together.
Yeah. I like a
Sorry,
good,
I
I like a
yelled so
good,
loud.
like, God damn it. God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it. Would
Damn
you
it.
fucking listen to yourself?
Damn it.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
That's a fun one to say.
There's a one in a movie where someone it's in Ted where the bear rounds the corner for the first time and introduces himself to the family and the dad screams, "Jesus fuck" at the
Yeah.
top of his lungs
Yeah.
and like his voice cracks. It's so funny and I wish that caught on more.
That's why I think it's cool. Because sometimes it's like the best. It gives you one of the best laughs. Is a good. God damn it.
You think when he first, I get him being like, I should. You think he would just think to himself, "I'm God. I obviously don't have to tell them to respect my name. They're going to know I'm the creator of all this.
Yeah.
Why even mention it?"
I get it. Like because it's your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're thinking about you.
You know what I mean?
Again, still fucking the
I'd be
Yeah.
I'd be delighted if someone's using my name.
Well, it just sounds like saying like, "Oh, Joe's such a bitch." You're like, you could stop saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good point. That's
Yeah.
number one now,
Like
actually.
Joe's such a bitch, and you're like, stop saying my name in that. It's just
but if it's not, Joe's such a bitch doesn't sound as cool as Joe damn it.
yeah, Joe, damn
If
it,
someone said Joe damn it, I'd be like, hey, don't. Nah, it's got a cool ring to it.
dude. I think you find out your name if you ever become like a stunt driver.
Joe damn it.
Joe, damn it.
One word, damn it is one word. Because that way it sounds like a
Yeah,
last name.
Joe damn it.
Was that like Dutch? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Joe damn it.
Yeah.
Like damn
Yeah.
it.
All right, my number 3. By the way, Austin, I don't think we're gonna be able to put a list together because we're gonna be at like an hour and 15
Oh no, you're
minutes.
fine. Go ahead. Well,
All right.
Jonah went rogue, so you're
No,
fine.
we're having fun though.
I didn't
No,
realize
it's
how
fine.
much
No,
this
No,
is
no,
fine.
we're having
No,
fun
yeah.
with this. I didn't think you weren't. I don't feel like you.
Love you, bud.
You didn't go rogue.
Thank you for saying that.
Can you-
It's
Jonah,
good doing our
change
10
it.
list anyway. Sorry, my fault. I'm the one. I lost the fucking list. Number 3, very similar to yours. It's the honor. Well, you had the Lord's name in vain, but my number 3 is honor me. Do not honor any other gods. Do not, any other false gods. You had that further down. I had that at number 3 because again, it's kind of like it's important to be like, hey, I'm the main dude,
Mhm.
and I provided this, so a little respect. It's almost like the way an old school dad from like the 1950s would be like, hey, I bought you your supper.
Yeah.
Okay, you will respect me while you're under my goddamn roof. It's so I have that up a little higher as important. You could argue it to be lower. I don't of all my choices, I don't love that one being as high as I put it, but that's where I have it. Number 3. What's your number 3?
When you think about the 50s like that, are you like better times?
No, I don't.
Come on, you don't think about that at all.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, do you?
Come home.
The only thing I would want from the 50s is like some of the things that like the freedom that kids had of running around, I guess, and how cheap
Yeah.
things were. You know what I mean?
stocking
Like
up your bomb
entertainment
shelter.
value. It was like, let's go to the ball game for 50 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. That's cool.
Also being like surprised where you're like, this can opener is on a electric?
Yeah.
Like, what?
And there's so many new things coming up, but there's new things
Ice
coming up all the
box?
time.
What's an ice box?
You have a television?
Yeah, you have a television?
But like as far as a decade goes, I mean, so many people were mistreated terribly. Yeah, everyone's like, no one got divorced back then. Yeah, because if the wife wanted one, she'd get smacked around. Like,
Yeah.
there's just a lot of negative.
So my girlfriend's dad retired real early, so he worked really hard because he was just fuck this job, so he could retire. Like I think he retired in his 50s, maybe even early. I think it was 50s. And her mom, sometimes it's just like, yeah, it was really hard. I was like, all myself. He'd come home, he just would want to drink and kind of unwind from work and stuff. And I felt like he wasn't there for you enough, whatever. And my girlfriend's always like, I get it. Like, I totally get it. I was just like, when I go home, if I'm come home from work, I don't want to fucking talk to some kid. Like, I want a martini. I want to watch my show and I want to go to bed. And it's just like, I get it. She's the only one where I'm like, yeah, of course. Show respect, ma. Like, what are you doing?
The thing is, when you love your kids, you want to talk to them when you get home.
I know. That's my,
Like a lot of parents hurry home to see their children.
ask me if she wants kids.
I think I know the answer.
Yeah, you do. Am I a 3?
Yep.
Sabbath. You know why? Fucking love a good Sunday fun day. I'm editing out the second part
Have you
of
been
it.
to church? By the
I'm
way?
editing out the second part.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
You're making edits now.
It says honor the Sabbath. You fucking ain't right. I love a good Sunday fun day.
Maybe we'll do a bonus Patreon in the next week or two where we write our own 10 commandments like you wanted.
Yeah.
Like, Joe, don't do this.
I just love a good Sunday.
Joe, don't fart in my chairs. Jonah's number 1.
What?
Hold on.
I think that could just be nice.
Oh, so you're gonna shit your pants.
I think that could just be an episode.
what's your
Honestly, that'd be funny.
Yeah. It'll be fun. What's your favorite day to drink on?
A Tuesday when I have nothing to do on that Wednesday. My favorite
Tuesday's a good one.
at this point in my life. My favorite day to drink is any day I have nothing to do the next day.
Okay, but just in general.
But back before kids and everything, I loved a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And that was a reference I had to a joke because as comedians, we're out at bars every night. And I remember talking to friends of mine who work in the 9 to 5 world, respect. And they were like, dude, I can't wait for Friday. I can't wait. I'm like, why? What's going on Friday? They're like, dude, I'm getting fucked up on Friday. And I'm like, I'm fucked up all the time.
yeah.
Did you ever drink on a Tuesday?
yeah.
Way cheaper.
I work on
Less
weekends.
douchebags are out too, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
Only the cool people are drinking on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Douchebags are Friday and Saturday.
Uh-huh.
All right, good one, man. My number deuce is do not steal because it's rude. It's not yours. You want something like that? Work a little bit. Unless you're stealing food to feed people so you don't die. Unless it's stealing to not die. Stealing to survive, totally cool with it. Especially at these big corporations. But don't steal from your neighbor, right? You know what I mean? Every now and then I hear a story where it's like, what the fuck? That's just a dick move, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why it's my number deuce.
Yeah. I would never steal from anybody. I always hate that when people, I know we
But
talk about
big electronic stores, we know you do.
Yeah.
But not anymore. You're,
not anymore.
You're
and
reformed.
I'm reformed.
Retired.
But yeah, it's insane when people are just like, I'm going to steal from my neighbor and also fuck his house up. You're like, why is that?
Oh,
I know we
dude,
talked about this
hate
before,
that.
but it's just like,
it's not cool.
it's just like, it's crazy that people in their 30s are still like, yeah, fuck that house up.
A graffiti on a garage, that's not stealing, but it's still something that annoys me when I see it.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, they actually get rid of that for free here in Chicago?
Do they?
Yeah.
I
All you
wish
gotta do is
my-
call
wish-
415.
I wish my dad knew that because he had to paint over it a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just call them up. They do it for free. Mine is thou shalt not lie for number 2 because guess what? My love line. So it's one of the coolest.
So I'm laughing about the way we did our list.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm actually glad we're not
Top 10
combining. This would have been impossible to combine because we're doing
Yeah,
different things.
yeah,
I get to make 2 thumbnails: top 10 Commandments and top 10 coolest commandments. I'm happy about that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I like that. My number 1.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Should we plan a heist together?
I would love to plan a heist,
Right?
man.
Right?
That's what we should come up
Guess
with.
what? We can't call anymore for that. Gene Hackman.
Oh, damn.
Oh, nice.
That should be an episode, Dream Team Heists,
Dream Team. Ooh.
where we form our dream team. We can
What
do
do you think-
fictional characters from
You'd be
movies.
the. You
that we
think
put
you'd be
piece together.
the car or the muscle? Muscle.
I'm definitely the muscle.
Wild man.
I'm the wild card.
No, you're the guy. Oh, you're the guy like in Heat where he's just like, oh, I'm new to this, and then you shoot the cop, and then I got to kill you later.
Yeah, I'm Michael
Right.
Madsen in Reservoir Dogs.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bond.
100%.
He's also from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, that actor's from
he
Chicago.
rocks.
He's awesome.
What would I be? The confidence guy?
Yeah,
No, you'd be the nerd behind the
You know who you are.
No, it really says the nerd behind the computer.
No, he's not. You know who he is. He's the money.
I was the money.
I was
You're
going to
the-
take
you're-
it he was the
He's
bait.
like he's at the fun one.
You're the guy in Ocean's 11 that just funds the whole operation.
no, I want to be the.
Oh, you're
Alright,
the old guy?
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to be the Matt
Paul
Damon. Like
Reiser?
I'll
You're
lift your wallet without you knowing. I want to be that guy.
I can
You're the
see
gay
that
bait.
because you blend in. You could blend in.
I blend in, but I'm a little like but that's the thing. I'm a little like I'm a little putsy a little bit. You know.
Fair enough. That's where the comedy comes in. We're
You
writing
guys
a
should have
comedy
like a
heist.
heist draft where you guys draft the best,
Heist movies?
or no, like heist team, like heist scenario.
Oh, yeah.
You guys like present your heist scenario.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. We're going to do that.
Do you think anyone's
And
gonna
then
choose?
people can vote on which one they liked better. Like
Yeah,
whose heist
I
will
like
go
this.
better.
You think anyone's gonna pick Emilio Estevez from Mission Impossible 1?
No, he loses his
No,
eyes.
what the
He does.
fuck are you
He
talking
does.
about?
Okay, just checking.
Dude, he's gonna show up in the next movie.
You know what his name was in that movie?
Ooh.
Clint.
Oh.
No, I made that up. I can't remember what his name was. in the
Whoa,
movie.
you are a good liar.
He broke one of his commandments.
Wow, you're a good liar. You just checked down from 93 to 92%, my friend.
The thing is, if you'd asked me a follow-up question, I would have ruined the whole thing.
Oh shit!
Oh
we
shit!
should've done
No,
that.
no.
So I'm a good liar if I don't have
I
a
was right
follow-up
there.
question.
I was right there to prove my point.
There's no follow-up question. I'm a great liar. But if it's
God
just,
damn it, Joe! I was just there.
Yeah.
All right, you're number 1.
Thou shalt not steal. I love it.
Thou shalt not kill.
Love stealing.
Don't be killing people now.
What, Joe, you kill
Because
every
it's just rude.
Joe, but you kill every night on stage.
I
brother.
do, and I'm going to go do that tonight.
Really? Thou shalt not kill, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I was doing it for most important. I think the most important thing to ask of a society is not to off each other, unless
Yeah.
it's J off each other.
Right.
Yeah, doing it like this.
Or without
This is
consent.
the Trump dance, by the way.
It is.
Yeah.
He dances like this.
Oh, what about killing with consent? That's different, right?
What?
The fuck, man? It's not like making love, dude.
No, like pulling the plug on somebody. Or
Oh,
shit
like
that.
like
Yeah,
a
sorry.
mercy killing, they call
Yeah, it's
that.
called killing with consent.
Euthanasia.
Also. Sorry.
I used to
It's
thought
called
they were talking about
euthanasia,
youth
dumbass.
in Asia, but they were not.
They're killing themselves too.
Oh, the ones who work at the Apple factory?
I like the idea that they actually have a net out there.
That's crazy, isn't it? 'Cause
It's
so many
insane that
people were
someone
jumping.
still's like, I can fit through that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Well, maybe it'd look fun though.
That's what I'm saying. Or more people would jump out because they're like, I'm gonna roll that. Like
Yeah.
the elevator's stuck for a second, jumping right fucking out.
It's almost like Fred Flintstone, yabba dabba do time. Just slide down the tail. You know what I mean? It's a quick way to go home.
Yeah, let's say you break a leg.
That's true. You get caught in the net. You fuck.
Yeah.
That
would be funny if
saying
someone
that they didn't just pay them more money to stop them from killing themselves. They're like, well, how much does the net cost?
Right.
Just get a
Let's
net.
put a net up there.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of somebody who's like, I want to kill myself. You're like, I don't want to do that because I could break a leg. You're like, what do you care?
Yeah, you're gonna die anyway.
You're gonna die anyways.
That's another episode. Best ways to off
Off
yourself.
yourself. I thought we had that episode.
Did
We talked about it.
We talked about
We
it.
talked
Wait for
about
2
it.
seconds. Wait for 2 fucking seconds.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You look like you're gonna go to the bathroom.
No, you're done.
Were you
Are we
gonna go to
done?
the bathroom?
We gave her number one. So you gave your number one.
Or are we not gonna sign off?
Of course we're gonna sign off. I was just getting the mic out.
Oh, okay.
I apologize.
Okay.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Unplug? I want to unplug you right now. I wanna
We
We
unplug-
just watched Jonah discipline Joe.
I know.
Wow.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Oh, no. Not really. All right, Austin's movie. I think I would check it out.
Would you actually?
For whatever reason, the way you said that reminded me of, this is going to make listeners laugh, the TV show Arthur, the cartoon show I used to watch with my little brother because I'm 13 years older than my younger brother. And so he must have been like 6 and I was 19. And his best friend Buster was like they had a school project together. And like the one smart kid gives the whole project. And then the teacher says, Buster, is there anything you want to add? Buster stands up from his desk and goes, no. And then just sits right back down. And it was a kid's show, but I laughed about it for still
That's pretty funny.
20 years later. Still
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah.
And that's what you did just then. Anything you want to plug? No,
Nah.
I'm good.
Nah.
Well, thank you everyone for listening. I have nothing to plug per se. I do have to update my website, joekilgallen.com. So I'm sorry for that, everyone. A lot of good shows coming up in March and April. I'll put them into the website. Check out my YouTube channel. I need to start bumping the numbers there because I've got some stuff in the works where I'm going to start getting way more consistent on YouTube. So just thank you. Everyone tell your friends about this podcast. We put a lot of work into it. So does Austin, of course. We want you to listen. And, we are in March now. And I know Jonah and I had a goal to try to do a live podcast at some point. So maybe we will look into setting a date for that sooner than later.
Would be amazing.
Good idea, right? All right. Thank you for listening to Let's Get Dumb. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.